Hey there, it's Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am sharing with you my the volume 1 of my word for the year traveler's notebook. So if you've been following my Instagram or my YouTube, you'll know that my word is grow, and you would have seen, I think I've done a couple of process videos for this notebook. I made the notebook myself. Let's just move this. This is a freckled fawn traveler's notebook cover, so we'll get that out of the way. And so this one is looking pretty chunky. I had to, I have adhered, I thought I did. Okay, yeah. I had 2 more pages or 2 more spreads I could have done, but it was just getting really difficult to both create and also to photograph. Photographing is not the main reason I didn't complete this. It's really difficult, when you're trying to create and it's like this. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. It was difficult at first. When you're so used to doing 12 by 12, it can be a bit intimidating doing a different size, but I just applied the same techniques that I would do to my scrapbooking, but on a smaller scale, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So there's a process video on how to make the traveler's notebook, because I make my own. I do pamphlet stitch. Yeah, you can see it there on the edge. That's my binding, and it just ends up, if I find the middle, just tied together in the middle. So yeah, I'll take you through it. So this first page is about my word, which is grow, and I talk about my word for last year was strong, and now that I'm strong I need to keep moving forward and I need to grow. And so I've said that this TN will document my journey, and I love this. It was quite an artsy page for me, and because there's no photo it was a little bit challenging, but I really got into it, especially over here. I traced, I'd done a leaf die cut through my big shot, and then I took the negative and I traced around it. So yeah, I think there's actually a process video for this one, for the scrappery. This one, excuse me, is made with All Heart Collection by Crepe Paper, and so this is a photo. It was actually me on New Year's, but it doesn't matter because it was only a few hours, that it was the next year. So this is talking about the scripture that goes with my word, which is 2 Peter 1, 5-8, and I've just put all the scripture there, and I've just put January because it's the beginning of this album, and I love how this one turned out. It's really pretty. And then I love the look of pattern paper on one side and not on the other, like a full sheet. So this one I used the 2019 cut file from Paper Issues, and I used my Hepcat for May, I think. April or May. Yeah, so that's that one. It had lots of Paige Evans Horizon in it, and that's my husband and I on New Year's. Excuse me. So this one, I really wanted to focus on this Chamel paper, and I love it because where we went for coffee is in a hotel, so we're at the bottom of the hotel, so it kind of looks like this. And then these are some acetate letters that are exclusive to that hip kit. Same hip kit as the previous one, and I use a Xyron sticker maker to adhere them. And so this is about how sometimes I feel challenged taking them out. Sam's not in this one, but the 3 girls taking them out because it can be a bit full on, but Azaria helps, and what a great time we had. So that's that one. And then this one is made with a Felicity Jane kit. Sorry, I've got my coffee here, so I just stopped for a sip. So this is made with the Brie kit, which I got because it reminded me of Brielle, and I love that paper. And so I was down to scraps here, and this is about my brother-in-law has terminal cancer, and he wanted one last game of rugby with his mates, and it ended up being this huge game with these are a couple of All Blacks, New Zealand's national rugby team. They came down for it, and there was 4,000 people, and it was just amazing. So I wanted to document that, and we had a hashtag for it, which was Pack the Park, and so that's why I've called it that. This one is about going to my friend's place to scrapbook, and how one of her cats always jumps up on the table and demands attention, and it was Ruah. this time. So that's him. He's real cute. And with this one, it's the same kit as well. And I think you meant to cut these apart, but I just love the way they look together, so I just used it as a whole, like a die cut piece, to decorate this page. This one is my favourite piece of paper from that kit that I made. 2 layouts and this. And actually, if you go back in my channel, you'll find my Mayhap Kit layout share and you'll see it there. And so I didn't make a process video, but you'll see what I made all up. And I added these letters, which are not from the kit. They're really old, I think, basic grey ones. And this is just about me doing jiu-jitsu and loving it. Yeah, I'm just looking at that photo going, how did I get such a good photo with the remarks in the background? But it's outside the club. So these are the Remarkables. When I say remarks, I mean Remarkables range, mountains that are quite famous, and there's a ski field. But anyway, that's in the background. And I just had fun with this one, really. This one is with the next kit, which is June, and Hepcat. And I love this paper by Paige Evans, and I just carried across the I watercoloured it in the same colours. And this is about Azaria getting water baptised and how I'm so proud of her. So that's that one. This one is, and I'm sorry if you have watched that layout share, May, which I'm actually just uploading today, but you'll see some of the same layouts, obviously, because it's made with the May kit. So this one was about the terror attack that happened to New Zealand. A person attacked 2 mosques in Christchurch, and so rather than be negative, because it was very sad, it's changed our country forever, I just wanted to, I guess, be thoughtful and talk about love and a couple of scriptures here. That's my favourite photo. It's Australia giving New Zealand a hug, and I love it. And this is based on a sketch by Paper Issues. This one was for the scrappery, and I think I'll upload this video to my channel. It goes on the scrappery, and then I wait a bit and upload it onto my channel, so I will do that today as well. And that's about Brielle having her first school visit. So I used a doily and used it. I was going to use it like as a, excuse me, to get the circle perfect, but then I placed it down. I loved it, so I kept it. And yeah, that's that one. This one is made with the Mayhap Kit, and it's got a lot of the crepe paper all heart collection in it, of course, because I had just bought most of that collection and then the kit came out with it. So one of the reasons I haven't created much with that collection that I purchased is because I needed a bit of a break from it after using this kit, but I'll definitely be using it, so keep an eye out for that. But this is on my birthday, and it's about Sam went off to the no-gi Jiu-Jitsu Nationals in Auckland, and he has with his teammates, and that's them going, and I sort of found it hard that I wasn't going with him. And then this one is about Brielle wanted to go on the school bus on her 3rd day of school, and how that was hard for me because she's my little girl, and I wasn't ready for it, but she was, and I didn't want to stop her. And so the bus stop is this is our house, a bus stop's over here, like 2 minutes away. I can almost see it from my house, and the older 2 look after her, and so I was fine, and when it drove off I had a big cry in the garage, and that's what that's about, and I just put that there because I needed a coffee after that. And that's actually cut off one of the papers, and I love it. Looks like handwriting just on there. This one is also about Brielle, as she got really, really sick while Sean was away, and yeah, I just had to document that. She looks terrible, but I loved using the nope and the blah 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 and the free hugs. And then with this, I just hand cut 3 hearts and stitched them together. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for. It was going to go on a layout, I think, but it was left over, so it's perfect with this. And this is the final page, and I've just shared this one on Instagram today. You can find my Instagram link below as well, because I don't get a chance to do many process videos on here at the moment, just to the season of life I'm in. I think as the kids get older I'll be able to make more, but yeah, this one is about the stamp from Heidi Swap. This is actually the June Hepcat, which I've nearly killed. There's a Heidi Swap stamp that says find the beauty in every day, and so this plant in Brielle and Ava's room, it's a peace lily, and you get one a leaf at a time, and this one came up and had a beautiful white stripe, and I just thought that was such a gift. And I just talk about discovering that beautiful gift from God. So that's that one. So that's the 2nd of May, and I think I got the order wrong because this one was, I need to put the date on it. I think I said that in my last video. But 2nd of May, yeah, 2 on the 2nd of May. It doesn't matter. No one's going to look through and go, hey, how come that one comes after that one? The important thing is that I'm getting this notebook done for my word, and I can track, how I'm doing growing through the year. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll just show you actually. So I've decided that I need to, I just can't keep making 12 by 12s with 4 children, because we're just getting these piles of layouts. I'm getting them put away, but there's piles of layouts and there's albums everywhere, and we'll be bursting at the seams, and not every memory needs a full-on 12 by 12 layout. And so things like this one, I don't think I would have ever documented that in a big 12 by 12, or even her being sick, because I mean, a lot of these these ones aren't, but a lot of everyday stories that don't really need, like even that, and that, they don't need a big full 12 by 12 layout to tell the story. So I took my latest kit from the scrappery called Amora, and I made 3 traveller's notebooks. So this is my favourite paper in the kit, and you can just see how I did it. And I actually took 2 pages out. So let's just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I made 6. I made these all with 6 pages, so you end up with 12, because I just found that this one was too big. So yeah, so I'm keeping this for me because I love that paper, and I need to make a couple more. Azaria has claimed this one. I'm not sure. I thought about this one for Sam, but he won't want that in the middle, so maybe I'll just make that Ava's or Brielle. They can choose. So I need to make 2 more, and then I've got, I'm really excited, I've got an order from scrapbook.com on its way, and there were 2 of the, like the covers. They're not Freckled Fawn, I can't remember, I think they might be Webster's Pages, but they're on their way as well, and they were reduced heavily, so I was so excited to get them. I really do need to learn how to make these myself. Yeah, I've got some plans, but at the moment I just need them to come so I can maybe put 2 children in each one, and then eventually buy more so that each child has their own, like, one of these. And I don't know if you'd ever get 4 notebooks. Maybe if you were just writing in them and not fully like scrapbooking in them, then you would. But yeah, that's my plan. So I will be back again soon. I've nearly killed my June Hepcat, and I'm probably going to be back tomorrow with a layout sheet for that one. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.